Yeah, it is Rodrigo that comes off, and Vinicius Junior will replace him. And here he is, Vinicius Junior. First touch for him. Had Mendy in close company, but decided to go himself. Shakhtar get across, clear it for a throw. Mendy, great run from him. Wins a corner. Nice work from the left back, a good quick change of direction. Wins the corner kick. Actually, it wasn't a corner at all, it was a goal kick. Oh, the last touch came off Dodo. Long clearance now from Shakhtar. Up towards Tete. Doesn't drop his way. Modric will just cushion it back to Nacho. Now Modric gets it back, looking to play a pass forward in the quarterback role, and it is a good one to Vinicius Junior, but it's not a good touch to reciprocate. Tete has to be careful though. He's presented possession straight to Vinicius Junior. Is still going, but he just ran out of space. Bondar came across to slide in, and Tete will be grateful for his help because that was given away needlessly by him. Modric. Now Kroos. Kroos knocks it forward. Again, plenty of space for Real Madrid on this near side. Mendy's cross! And then rising was Mariano Diaz. Modric shoots edge of the box. Blocked away. Good piece of defending from Vitao. Real Madrid still advancing forward. Vasquez. Isco looks to deliver a ball out wide to Mendy. Real Madrid win it back. Sensiao shoots. It will be a corner kick. Rare sight of Zidane applauding his team. Took a slight nick on its way through. Could have whistled into the back of the net, but it just went over. Luckily for Shakhtar. Kroos's ball in. And it's a free kick as Stepanenko was brought down in the box. Physios are going to be brought on, it seems, with just over 10 minutes of the game remaining. Heading into the final stages where it's still Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Real Madrid 0. Real Madrid are really knocking on the door. They're having several half opportunities. They've just had one when Mendy drove, was cleared. It fell to Luka Modric on the edge of the D, but his shot cleared by Shakhtar, who've been so resilient defensively. It's been an excellent display from Luis Castro's side. They've made a couple of alterations, taking off Tyson and Marlos, bringing on Mano Solomon and Maicon. Real Madrid have made a hat-trick of substitutions themselves. Benzema, Odegaard and Rodrigo withdrawn in favour of Mariano, Isco and Vinicius Junior. It's Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Real Madrid 0. We had 56% possession, Real Madrid, 14 attempts at goal, 10 corners, compared to just 6 and 2 respectively for the hosts, but it's all about what you do with them. And Real Madrid have been far from clinical this evening. Plenty coming up on this service for the rest of the evening. 2 championship games available, Birmingham and Barnsley, and Rotherham against Brentford. And from the Champions League, you have Liverpool against Ajax and Manchester City's away trip at Porto. Here comes Vinicius Jr. now, pokes the ball into the box. Got away from his marker near side. Well, so far he's been the liveliest of the 3 Real Madrid changes that have come on. But now a potential counter is on for Shakhtar. They've soaked up pressure and now Manor Solomon is going forward. Still he goes. Solomon shoots and Solomon finds the back of the net. What a finish that is from Manor Solomon. And that surely is going to be game over now. That is how you counter-attack. Absolutely brilliant work from the Israeli winger. Courtois will look at his own involvement for that and be disappointed. He was beaten at his near post, but Shakhtar lead by 2-0. Surely it's now game over as Shakhtar have got a second goal, and it's an absolutely brilliant piece of counter-attacking play. As Real Madrid were sending bodies forward, Shakhtar were able to clear their lines. The ball was picked up by Manor Solomon in his own half as he ran down the left side. He had the overlap available to him of Matvienko, but he decided to cut in on his right foot instead, and he unleashed a powerful strike from the edge of the area towards the near post. Thibaut Courtois maybe could have done better, but take nothing away from Manor Solomon. It's Shakhtar Donetsk 2, Real Madrid 0. Well, that's certainly how you repay your manager's faith when you are a substitute. Come off the bench and make an impact, and that's exactly what Manor Solomon has done there. And these 2 second half goals maybe look to have won the game for Shakhtar Donetsk. And then going into the last group stage, Real Madrid are relying on snookers, because it doesn't matter what they do in their game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. If Shakhtar were able to get a win against Inter Milan, they would be in the final 16. It looks as though Dentinho might have to come off, as Real Madrid were about to kick the game off. He went down on the deck and Fernando's warmed up now. Dentinho hobbling off. Lovely finish for the opening goal of the game. And while he's not going to be able to finish it, it was he who got the ball rolling, so he'll take a lot from his manager. Alan Patrick has come on rather than Fernando. Well, Fernando has come on for Dentinho, but Alan Patrick has come on for Kovalenko, just to add a few more fresh legs into midfield. Of course, 5 changes are permitted to be made by clubs in UEFA competitions this season, owing of course to the COVID-19 pandemic. We are getting used now to matches being played in empty stadiums, and it's no different here this evening. But I'm sure those Shakhtar fans that are watching on their television screens will be absolutely elated with the result. Solomon has now gone down, whether he's injured or just trying to buy a bit of time. He's back up on his feet now. Brilliant goal. Carried that ball forward. Lucas Vazquez was backpedaling. He struck the ball so fiercely. He probably saw that there was a gap that Courtois wasn't marshalling, and in Courtois' defence, he'd probably be looking at Vazquez and thinking that he shouldn't have allowed him so much space. He should have maybe got tighter. As the camera pans to the touchline where Dentinho is being treated, it looks as though it's a potential thigh injury that he suffered. He was able to walk off fine, so probably just a precaution more than anything. Shakhtar win a free kick. Tete brought down by Isco. And the psychodrama at Real Madrid continues. They and Barcelona, 2 of the biggest clubs in the world, both mired at the moment by problems, not just on the pitch but off the pitch too. Both need rebuilding. Zinedine Zidane was brought back to do that. Trubin clears. Dodo nips in, and now he's looking to lead another attack forward. Good pace shown by Dodo, but Nacho gets across and slides it back to Courtois, who can only clear it first time and can only clear it out into touch. Less than 3 minutes to go of the 90, plus however much time is allotted by the fourth official at the end. Not much time for Real Madrid to get back on level terms. I think coming into this game they maybe would have accepted a point, because that would have all but put them through. Here is Maicon, and 30 yards out. Maicon elects not to shoot, which is the sensible position. Here is Dodo now. Bondar. Trubin clears. Goes out into touch. Just the sight of all these Madrid players on the touchline. Some of them wearing masks, some of them wrapped up warm, all of them looking forlorn. Here is Nacho. Now Vinicius Junior. Junior goes down. It is going to be a free kick. Just needs to be a bit patient, Vinicius Junior. I thought he wanted to take that quickly then, but they have to try and whip this in. Maicon just dangling a leg out, one that he's happy to concede. It is a dangerous position though. Toni Kroos stood over it. Might even elect to go for goal from this distance, because it's very close to the edge of the box, even though it's not really at a natural angle to go for the strike. Maybe if he sees the keeper not covering his near post. It is a two-man wall in the way. Kroos goes for the back post and he gets way too much on it, and that's music to the ears of the Shakhtar defenders. Zinedine Zidane applauds, but I don't know what he's applauding at, because it was a dreadful delivery from Kroos. Nothing that anyone in the box could do, nothing anyone in the box could work with. 2-0 to Shakhtar Donetsk as we tick into 90 minutes, and they could make it even worse now. They're attacking down the left. Here is Solomon. Now Tete, 4 minutes have been added on. Here is Tete again. Ball was played across to him. Tete keeping hold of the ball. Nice Cruyff turn to get away from Vinicius Junior. Lifts it to the back post, but it's headed backwards by Vasquez into Courtois' path. Real Madrid are running out of time. Looks as though it's only going to be a consolation if they do get a goal. But we've seen stranger things happen in football in the past. Ball launched upfield. It's going to drop now for Mariano Diaz. Here is Vinicius Junior. Left side of the box. Plays it back to Mendy. Mendy across now for Isco. Vasquez. Shot comes in, and that just sums up Real Madrid's night. The fact that Vinicius Junior struck it. It came off Vital and then rebounded onto the hapless Brazilian, and it goes behind for a goal kick, and that's going to be another 30-45 seconds that Shakhtar will take their time over. How much that second goal has just eased the pressure upon them. It's a real vindication of counter-attacking football. They've sat back a bit, particularly in the first half. They've soaked up the pressure, but they've led two very swift counter-attacks which have brought goals. And Manor Solomon's in the second case, it was a brilliant goal as well. Carried the ball so well through nearly half the field. And then spotted the gap at the near post. So Courtois wasn't going to be able to dive down quick enough. And the rest, as they say, is history. When we've played 2 minutes of the allotted 4 already. And Real Madrid have wasted another chance to get forward. This time Toni Kroos trying to angle a ball out to the far side. Didn't find Asensio. Shakhtar players also donning face masks sat on the sideline as Real Madrid and Karim Benzema looks on, really unhappy. I'm sure there will be an inquest into the performance from Zinedine Zidane. Second defeat in a row following being turned over by Alaves. Here is Vinicius Junior, looking to try and do things single-handedly against the Shakhtar defence. Keeps the ball in play. They will get a corner, Real Madrid. We enter the final minute of the contest. Just need to keep switched on now to Shakhtar. I'm sure that's what Luis Castro will be imploring on the touchline. Ball played to the edge of the box. It's a diabolical delivery and there's nothing that anyone could do about it. Modric has tried to just float the ball forward, but it's cleared by Shakhtar. The offside flag goes up and that's probably going to be that. Applause coming from the Shakhtar coaching staff. Goal kick about to come from Trubin. Mendy heads on. Modric gets it. But that is that full time, and what a victory for Shakhtar Donetsk. They're second against Real Madrid in these group stages, and Real Madrid were made to pay for their lack of cutting edge throughout the contest. Both goals coming in the second half. Both goals courtesy of counter-attacks. Dentinho was the man who got the first goal after the ball rebounded to him quite fortuitously in the box. He was able to slot home, and then 7 minutes from time, Marlos with a counter-attack goal himself. A lovely right foot strike from the edge of the box means the final score is Shakhtar Donetsk 2, Real Madrid